upgrade, right?
Oxygen remaining.
Oh man, we're not fast enough, are we? Oh boy. Oh, wait a minute. Hang tight.
Oxygen.
Emergency. Grabbing oxygen tank. Flip it. Home! Oh, thanks, guy. Oh my god, high five. That's amazing. Wow, that saved our butts. If you look behind me, you will find the fancy box. That's right. So the last time that we played, we actually created 2 fancy boxes, and this I kind of see as sort of like a lifeline. So if we go and take a look at what we got inside, I kind of visualize it working like this. So this is our, I guess, our home base fancy box. And if we look inside, you'll see it has another high capacity O2 tank, so that if we're in dire straits, we can drop in and basically have a full backup. 90 seconds of oxygen plus rebreather. We've got 2 large filtered waters at plus 100 hydration. We've got plus 64 in Arctic Peeper for our nutrition, and then we've got a backup first aid kit. I'm leaving a little space, and you will soon see why. So I think it'll be really cool to carry around one of these boxes, which only takes up 4 slots and essentially has the ability to just, like, you know, it's like the if you ever played D&D and you've got the bottomless bag, I don't remember what it's called, but they've got bags, that bag of holding. It's like our fancy box of holding, right? So we head on in. You'll notice right above my head that we currently have a bunch of blueprints earmarked, one of which I'm very excited about. It is, in fact, our spy pangling. That's right, a remote-controlled observation robot. Let's go ahead and do it. I've been waiting for this.
Spy penguins. Scientists may have never discovered that penguins incubate their eggs in small cave burrows, often alongside thermal lily roots.
That makes sense. Thermal lilies usually are very hot. In fact, they might burn. Well, that's kind of interesting. So they say that the penguins their eggs are laid amongst thermal lily roots. But if you think about like emperor penguins or something like that, then they kind of huddle together in groups, which the penguins and the penguins out here do over at the penguin observation platform or iceberg, right? And yet, if they're over by thermal lilies, do they really need to huddle together? I don't know. It seems kind of strange to me. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a spy pangling remote so we can actually control this thing. Which is kind of funny because if you look at the icon, it kind of reminds me of when you're a kid and you are given a remote control car at Christmas time and your parents get you the cheapest one that they could possibly afford. And quite frankly, it looks a little bit, the remote looks like this with 2 buttons, and yet it's a vehicle that can go in multiple directions, backwards, forwards. I'm not knocking on it. It's just that maybe said parents might have wondered, I don't know, is this actually a hobby or is this something that he just kind of wants because, you know, so it's all right. That's a very specific example. But what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and take a look. There we go. We want to make sure that we are not running out of power. That happened to us last time and I was so embarrassed, but we're not going to let that stop us from moving on forward. So not only do we have our fancy box, but kind of one of the nice things about our current base location is that if we rise to the top, yoink, we see we are right near a penguin observation post. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brand new spy pangling and we're going to maybe spy on the other ones. It was kind of dark. I mean, what if, oh my god, did they all just, wow, those spy penguins really do huddle together. Like, are they all on top of each other? Did anyone else see that? I swear that penguin just burst into a bunch of penguins. We'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and get our brand new, oh, he's so small. We're gonna drop him. Wow, look, he's got lights. Okay, let's maybe get under the water and we'll utilize this. Can I control, actually, if I can't see it, how do I oh my god.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Mode love. Unit ping Wined, status online, infiltration value, self-destruct. Well, I don't know. Should we pick? Are they going to beat us up if we're a pangling picking up a pangling, you know? Oh my god. Okay. Are they cool with that? Oh, they all left. Well, I might have. Oh crap. Did I? Did I just kidnap a penguin? Can I return him? Oh my god, wait, hang on. So, A, we gotta stay under the water because apparently it's really cold. Did you just leave your kid? Oh my god, you're so... We gotta return the... Yo, what are you doing? Oh my god, don't hurt me. They've got to be together. There, take that. Okay, so now see they're grouping together, but they're not near thermal lilies. Oh, look. Well, obviously, Penguined. Can I name it? Penguined. I mean, that's a very specific name. Oh, wait, no. Whoops. Did I just drop him? Oh, crap. Yeah, well, that's cool. I mean, obviously, it has its own storage. It's able to pick things up. That's awesome. Well, good for it. I'm just a little worried that maybe we may have, we got to be careful so we don't steal the subject matter, right? Because that would just be something. Oh, boy. Well, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead, get back to base. And what I would like to do is head on over and kind of send this pangling into places that only it can go. So we head on over to our logs and go over to logs, maps, and glacial basin map. You'll see that there are 1, 2, 3, and 4 different locations that in theory are only accessible by the spy pangling. So this was a map that we got over in Sam's quarters in the Fire Robotics Center, and this kind of lets me know, hey, maybe there's some cool stuff in there. So I think that'll be awesome. Plus we get to play around with the spy pangling, and I think that's just going to be awesome. So let's go back into blueprints. We're going to go ahead and select these two because we no longer need to create them, at least not right now. And we can actually, we've got what it takes to make a snow fox, which is phenomenal. So, I mean, I guess I can't really make it right now. And well, I guess I can make it in the mobile vehicle bay. What's gonna, actually, that's a good point. What's gonna happen to this thing? Do I need to make this snow fox or sea fox? No, snow fox. Do I need to make it at the mobile vehicle bay? Because can it skim around on the water, or does it, wouldn't you need to make it on the landmass? I'm so confused. So let's see, can we build it here? So we can't build it here. My guess is you've got to make this little Snow Fox module. And what I'm talking about, that there is this Snow Fox hover pad, recharges and repairs the Snow Fox hover bike. So, actually, I have no idea. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go over to the Fire Robotics Center Island. We're going to go ahead and bring our spy pangling, and we're going to try to make a snow fox. I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't even know if I know how to make the snow fox, but I'll go ahead and mark this up so that we're bringing the right, like, equipment and attire, because that's going to be really, really important, especially because it's really cold. So, on that note, I would like to point out, when we went over to, I think... Captain. Thank you so much. When we went over to Parvin's security room, we picked up something that was like a little tuft of stalker fur, and I didn't know what to do with it. If you look on the upper right hand corner, you'll see that there are 2 different blueprints. One is for a headpiece, one is for the body piece of the cold suit, and we were actually able to use that stalker fur in order to create the gloves, the cold suit gloves, which give us 10% cold resistance. So I'd like to make the rest of it, but it's going to take 3 pieces of stalker fur. So I kind of have it up there just to remind me. We have the fiber mesh. We probably need a wiring kit, which honestly is not too hard. We'll go in and just get the silver ore so that we're ready to make this Snow Fox hover pad, which maybe will allow us to create said Snow Fox itself. And it takes 1 + 2 titanium. Perfect. So we have exactly what we need. So let's just make sure that we're hydrated. We'll kind of get a little bit of this. We'll go ahead and pick up another backup piece right here, like so. And then we'll head outside, and I'm curious, let's just take our sea pangling and we'll drop these 2 pieces in there, and then that way we don't even have to carry it with us. Isn't that smart? My god. I even left a little bit of extra space just in case. Oh, I need the other box, right? Because otherwise it wouldn't make sense, because we wouldn't be able to access it. So perfect. So we got the box, we got everything that we need. Let's do it. We do want to go in the Lieutenant Prawny, because after all, Lieutenant Prawny is kind of the only one that can move around on top of land. Thank you so much. And let us go. Gosh, there's Honestly, so much to do because we now have magnetite as well. So that's going to allow us to build the thermal plant. And that's something that I've never done. So I really, 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 really want to make that happen. So you'll probably notice that the camera is a little bit higher. That's a bit of a compromise. There was a request from one of the bunnies saying that they wanted to see the health values for our vehicles. So I've gone ahead and I've made some adjustments and moved the camera up so you can see the numbers right below me. So we're moving on with our Lieutenant Prawny. We're heading on over to a bridge. What the heck is... Oh, that... Actually, what... I have no idea what egg that's for, but that's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Look at that. It kind of wriggles around. Is that a spike trap? Oh my gosh. I didn't think they would have... Yeah, that can't be a spike trap. Spike traps aren't creatures, are they? Man, that's going to be weird. I have no idea what that is. Man, I can't wait to get an alien containment unit. I'd imagine we have to go to the xenobiological, like, lab in order to make that happen. But, wow. That's going to be really wild to find out what hatches from that. I cannot fathom other than it really does look a bit like a spiky trap, which has those 4 prongs and everything. Oh, that eye jelly just came out of the wall. It's a little nerve-wracking. So we're heading over to the bridge that I totally forgot. I even labeled it hydraulic fluid. I did not make hydraulic fluid, so we'll have to come back again. But hey, that seems par for the course. What's down there? See, I'm getting distracted already. But we're heading over to the bridge because it's one of the best ways to get onto the important areas of land. Oh, copper ore. Okay. Actually, what is this? Oh, is this the this is the bottom of the frozen Leviathan? I doubt I can get in this way, but for some reason I thought maybe, I mean, if anything, maybe even a thermal blade because it's hot, but yeah, I don't think so, but still, that's kind of amazing. The only reason why I'm kind of thinking about this a lot is because over at the frozen Leviathan there was another prawn suit and it was just sort of standing in front of this wall of ice, so I was thinking maybe that's a hint that I should be able to get in with a prawn suit. I remember the last time that I came here, I was really, really, really lost. That raw footage for that video for the last episode was like 2.5 hours long or so. I ended up cutting out a lot of when I was just wandering around trying to find my way. So I'm glad I put this other marker out here, which is going to allow us to get on land more rapidly instead of having to go from the bottom like I normally would and come up at the, I want to call it the sea truck dock, right? So right now, here we are. We're on the appropriate island, but we have to find our way to maybe the spy pangling areas on the map. So it's going to be a little bit in reverse because I would expect to go from, like if we bring up the map, I'd expect to kind of come from down here and then move our way up. But here we are at the bridge here. So we need to go southwest and we'll arrive at a spy pangling area. So that's pretty exciting. Southwest, we're going northeast, northeast. There, this is southwest. We have to go in this direction. So yeah, that's fine. I see it. I see it. Let's go. Yeah, I was getting so lost here. So this place is rather intimidating to me. So we're just heading on back and hopefully we'll be able to make a beeline for where this spy pangling can be used. Otherwise, maybe we'll wander across some new things. Speaking of which, some of the bunnies pointed out that I have missed some things as I'm going around. And I do just want to point out that I really appreciate it. It's just that I think I've actually made a list right here so I can keep it in the back of my head, but I definitely am not going to promise to remember all of it on the spot. And actually, one of the things that I really think... Oh, the Pathfinder tool. I didn't leave this here. See what I mean? There's stuff I miss all the time. And I actually accept that I'm going to miss some things. because honestly, what I miss and what I find makes this our playthrough, right? It's not a 100% playthrough. It's just kind of, this is our playthrough. So what is this? Oh, the Pathfinder tool. Okay. That's fair. So I guess it's another way to get the Pathfinder tool. I think the last one that we got, we found underneath. Ooh, fevered pepper. Fevered pepper. Plus 15 food. Plus 15 H2O. 34 body heat. That is incredible. That is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to hang on to... Oh my god, those are amazing. Well, one thing we can do is take our fancy box, maybe drop one in there. Yeah. There we go. And the reason why we'll do that is maybe we'll be able to kind of even plant that ourselves. That would be phenomenal. So we'll just go ahead and pick up our fancy box and let's go. That's awesome. One of the bunnies did mention fancy peppers, and I didn't quite know what they were referring to, but I guess that's it. Those are very fancy peppers. So I love it. So Pathfinder tool, fancy peppers. Now we're talking. Keeping an eye out here. So there we go. There's the Fire Robotics Center door. So if we go over and take a look at our map once again, that should help as a landmark, right? So here's the Fire Robotics Center. So opposite of the door would be where we can insert a pangling, right? So there should be a place where it's too hard for us to go in, but only something tiny can make it, right? Maybe up there? Actually, maybe up there. How do we get up there? Aha! So let's go back over to the Fire Robotics Center. We'll head up this way and then follow it along the cliff line. Didn't realize there's even another location there. I have to admit, the last time that we were here, the video was already running long, so... And I knew I was coming back. Oh, that's cool. It's so cold, and yet right now water can continue to gush forth. Well, there is a little red circle down here. So what we did was we went past the door. We went this way. Oh, we're over here. Which, speaking of which, would lead us to blue ice, which I'm assuming is the thing that we saw on the cliff face or the iceberg wall. And maybe it actually leads as another potential entrance. This thing right here to the frozen Leviathan. I mean, I'm assuming that everything that Altera has built here is just surrounding the frozen Leviathan. Well, tell you what, we know that if we go in this direction, it's going to eventually lead us to at least one of the spy pangling areas. So we'll just go this way and we'll just see what it's like, yeah? What is this? Ow. Snow Fox fragment, so more titanium. Which we can also maybe build that platform, right? Maybe that's going to make this all easier to maneuver. So we'll go Habitat Builder. And can we make this Snow Fox hover pad? Yes, in some places. Not in here. Doesn't seem like it's supposed to be. Oh. I don't know if that's a good thing. So this probably means that we can build it here. Yes. Construct. Well, let's... Yeah, that's fine. So what is... This is going to be interesting. I guess you have to leave the Snow Fox here. I should have made this at a place where I can land or something, as opposed to out here. I guess we can always deconstruct it. Do I just sit on it? Oh my god. I can't... I'm trying to boost or something. Oh, I was gonna say, how is this beneficial? I don't understand. But it seems like it just sort of... Ooh, we're getting stuck on something. Boost is left shift. I mean, that's cool. The light is right click. Nothing on left click. Little hard to turn, like I'm getting stuck on something. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of neat. I would imagine this is more beneficial when we're on some kind of... Ew, yeah, it's probably not as durable. Well, you know, we're going to come back with the Piranha. Glad we built it. I will definitely need to take this someplace where maybe it's more suitable for the environment, but very, very cool. Awesome. Love it. Thanks, guy. Do we just park like this? There we go. Hop off. Maybe we'll deconstruct it. Snow Fox in the way. Well, if we get on it, get off of the hover pad, we can deconstruct it and maybe deconstruct the vehicle. I've never deconstructed a vehicle, so this might just be, it's there. Yeah, I don't think so. There are upgrades and stuff. You know what? We'll have to come back to this one. I don't really know if
weather approaching.
Okay, I don't really know if it makes sense to deconstruct this at this point, so I'm just gonna go in and park this sucker and let it be. Let it be. Kind of interesting that it's able to power and repair and all that, because it's not like I have it hooked up to a base, you know what I mean? But hey, it seems to be self-contained, so that's awesome. So tell you what, let's go ahead and unpin those things. We will come back to that. I guess you got to build one new hover pad on every single iceberg that you go and visit. And let's take a look at the map once again. We kind of came down this way, and I guess we're going to pass through. If we get over to the sea truck dock, then that'll be very helpful, because then as a reference point, you can probably see why I get lost here. Or at least I feel like I have no idea which way I'm going. We're going north-northwest now, but it's just because we're in a cave network. Yeah, we kind of got to follow whatever the direction is. Aha! So we see these little things. That makes me think maybe it's a spy pangling area. So maybe that's the marker for it, yeah? So let's just make sure we're not being chased. We'll get on out. We're going to go ahead and bust out ye old box. So we'll get our fancy box. Pop that out. Grab and deploy. So 1 and 2. And here we go, little guy. There we go, Penguin Ed. And we will spy pangling remote. All right, here we go. Oh my god. Ah, see quartz. Titanium, I assume. Yep. That'll be interesting because you can get magnetite in this place. Not this exact place necessarily, but... Oh, maybe? Oh my god. Can you imagine if this is how you had to get magnetite in the game? As in, it's so rare, they wanted to make the magnetite. Whoa. There's a hover pad down there. Isn't that my hover pad? That's got to be my hover pad. I built that. I'm glad I built it, otherwise I wouldn't know where I was. I'm guessing this just kind of... Oh, what if that's... No, that looks like titanium, but what if that's magnetite over there? Whoops. What did I do? Oh. I'm guessing that's for me, so hold E for a second. Oh, no. Can I get in? Wow, guy. Well, I did need stalker fur, right? Sorry, guy. Do you have fur? I don't know if this is how you're supposed to get fur, but... Something tells me no. Pickups, no. Nope, that's not it. Unless I go like this. And then we get some fur. Yeah, that's not it. So I would imagine there's a different way to get it, but I wonder if I can control our pangling from here. I don't think so. I actually have to be outside, which means I'm dropping my temperature, but let's go and I guess recover the pangling. Going undercover indeed, little guy. Yeah, I'm not used to controlling it yet. Seems like we just picked up magnetite. That's that. Peek over the edge. I mean, okay. Rotate. And the whole love mode companionship level, I'm assuming that has to do with other penguins, where you can go up to a penguin and like build rapport with it. Yeah. Well, let's come on back and we'll go and find us another spot. So nice that we got a piece of magnetite, but I would admit that would be rather prohibitive if that's how you had to mainly get magnetite in this form. So we'll go ahead and grab the magnetite. I'll go ahead and grab the pangling. We'll go ahead and deposit, since actually no point in depositing it. We'll just go ahead and get the quantum locker and let's get inside before we get too cold. All right, awesome. So that was one of the places on the map, I assume, right? So we headed through, maybe it was like this. We'll just assume. Maybe we came this way and then there's the red marking here, and maybe we're above right now. Maybe we're above the sea truck dock. It's like there's a sea ray here. There's where we built our hover pad. And if we go west like that, then in theory it would bring us towards the sea truck dock because we came down this way. So we'll just kind of head this way and just double check. I am seeing a light stick down there, seeing more titanium, see more water. So up we go. Yellow. Oh boy. Did I... Oh crap. I was hoping I'd be able to not leave my prawn suit behind. Apparently we're in a bit of a ditch, so we got to go down. Oh man, it is a little frustrating to maneuver around here. I bet there's a better way. I mean, going on foot with a cold suit, I mean, that'll obviously you'll be able to maneuver a lot more nimbly than in a prawn suit. Like I would have been able to just go back up, and it's actually down here that I get stuck. So I admit this is a bit of a nightmare for me. So what I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do is maybe we'll come back to the whole spy pangling thing, unless it's like a target of opportunity and we can pick this up immediately. I'm gonna just try to find a place where we can maybe take a break from this and we'll come back to it. Because one thing I really want to do as well is go and revisit the unidentified woman and see what's up with that, because we kind of went forward on the beacon, we found the Omega lab, and then just kind of let that be. But yeah, I don't know if I'm making any progress. Very possible we'll end up exactly where we were before. This does not look promising. And now we are exactly where we were before, except voila, high five. Okay, my god, we made it out. That's the snow fox where we were, so let's head away from the snow fox and just not fall down. No idea where we are. Snow stalker. Well, I don't want to kill you because you're not going to give us fur. I would like to get a cold suit though. That would be phenomenal. And there is a little bit of a cave. Can we fit? We can't fit, but we can walk in. Maybe we'll find snow stalker fur. Wouldn't that be horrible if you have to kill the babies in order to get the snow stalker fur? I mean, the nice thing is they've got these peppers, which are super fancy, and we can eat them. And we have no worries. Oh, they do decay. That's a bummer. Man. So one of the things I'd like to do is actually try to plant it. There's our snow fox hover pad. So we have been here. And since they decay, that's a little bit of a bummer. It's almost like I want to go back immediately. You know what I mean? Honestly, I might come back to this. This is potentially taking too long, and then I'll have to edit all of this out. Let's not do this right now. I admit, getting a little discouraged. So, well, we haven't picked this up yet. Maybe, and I do see something that looks like we can send into pangling, so that's a plus. So we'll grab that. This is, oh, well, okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and scan this, get some titanium. We'll be able to drop in our pangling and let us do it. Gonna get inside. Quartz, more quartz. Come on, Penguin Ed. You got this. The fact we can self-destruct is kind of nuts. Please tell me this is not how you normally get magnetite. Is that the point of the... Oh, hey, look at me. That is true controller form right there. That's how I would control a pangling. Well, that's a little unnerving if that's the main way to get magnetite, or maybe it's just like an additional bonus. So that's great. That's great. Glad to have bonus magnetite. I mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely am glad to have magnetite, and maybe magnetite would make you too powerful in this game. So it would make sense that they want to restrict the volume of magnetite that you can get. But that would just be ridiculous if that were the main way to do it. So I'm just gonna pretend that that's like just a bonus. Yeah. Obviously, there are more places that we could go, but like I said, I'm gonna come back to this one because I think I'm getting a little bit nervous that I'm not gonna be able to find my way out in any regular semblance of time. So let's see. Yep, eye jellies, that's fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is head back to our home base, kind of stop off, immediately plant chili peppers as soon as possible, because I don't want them to go bad. I don't know if decomposed peppers are gonna be any good at being planted. And then let's go to the unidentified woman's last known location, and we'll kind of see if we can't find her for real. Yeah, I think that'll probably be the best course of action. It's kind of interesting how in Subnautica you kind of start in a very wide open area, but in a weird sort of way it's claustrophobic. At least for me, I get that feeling at times where it's like you have enough restrictions that are lethal. Like at first you can only go down so far with certain vehicles, you're going to get crushed. You go to a certain place and then you have some type of huge creature that will nom on your fleshy bits and and stuff like that. And so you end up, at least I end up feeling like I might be stuck in a box, sort of. And then you get some type of capability and you expand past the box, and now your box is a little bit bigger and it's a little bit more, it's easier to breathe, so to speak, right? And when I'm now that I'm used to that, I find being in the water more relaxing than I do being on land out in this DLC, right? So it's kind of a strange one for me because every other game I've played, I've been on land, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I found that kind of interesting. So here we are, we're back at the base, thank goodness. Let's go ahead and just stop in. We're at 55 on our power cell charge. We gotta land on top of our command room, walk around and get in the moon pool. Oh my gosh, that was a little bit rough. Whew. High five, we did it. Holy moly, let's go and take a breath here. We've got the creature egg, we've got some pepper pieces, and I think that works as in like you would grow it above, like on an interior grow bed instead of an exterior grow bed. So let's get our base builder, the habitat builder, and we're gonna go ahead and grab or create maybe a plant pot. I don't know if it's gonna take it or not. And it does, 1 per plant pot, so that's excellent. So we'll go ahead and build another one, just so we can have 2. And we'll put in another pepper. There we go. These peppers are excellent. I mean, the fact they've got so much H2O is just kind of blowing my mind. One thing that we can do is go over to our fancy box. And if we go to the fancy box, it should have a pepper inside that's probably in the state of decay. And we'll go in and grab that. There she is. It's not looking so hot right now. We'll drop off our pangolin friend. And we'll get back in. And let's get these planted. I think it's just important to, if it's useful and it's a useful plant, I like it, right? So not that all the plants aren't useful for decorational purposes and things like that, but I definitely tend to lean towards the functional plants, at least that will help us to move forward. So we'll drop in that last pepper, and now we can rest a little more easily, or I can. Yeah, so let's go double check inactive. So we're all out, so we got to get many shrub nuts, toss those in. There we go. And then we'll get some for ourselves. Eat those. Excellent. And now we'll head on down. We're going to go ahead and drop off the creature egg in the future alien containment room. I know some of the bunnies had mentioned that building it in the large room has a different form factor. Believe it or not, I've actually seen that in the original Subnautica. I ended up building a very large, nice, beautiful tank out there. So I might do that, but in the moment, for the moment, I'm going to pretend like this is our alien containment unit room. So let's go ahead and get on up and just make sure that we're all set before we head on out. And this is actually an interesting one as well. They've got the alien distress call origin. I kind of want to swing by this as well because it keeps saying that it's not really something that I've visited. And we did get that SOS beacon. If you recall, I actually had a beacon called Beacon SOS. So it's going to be interesting to see if it's the same thing or not. We're going to shut down the hydraulic fluid, although I would like to build it before I forget, and then we'll get pilot last known location. And if we're going to go, probably, do we bring the Lieutenant Prawny? Maybe not, because we had to go pretty deep. So I think I'm going to bring our sea truck instead. And we'll just get the main cabin right here. And we've got food, we got water, everything's looking good. I mean, I guess I'll just drink this right here. And all right, that's looking pretty good. We'll just kind of get our repair tool. Perfect. And we're on our way. We're going to go ahead and get our sea truck. We're going to head out. Here we go, little choo-choo. Now, I know we're kind of bringing along the aquarium and the whole deal. I don't think we need the whole thing. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to have it. But yeah. So here's the alien distress call origin. There's our SOS beacon. I guess we can kind of go down there. Maybe Alan's going to say something about it, but I would imagine... I don't know why he would. Wouldn't that be kind of funny? If we've already been there, we already have Alan in our head, and then Alan goes, yes, this is where you picked me up and I entered your storage medium. And we're like, cool beans. Thanks, guy. If anything, maybe I can just go ahead and take the SOS beacon if this turns out to be the same thing. And I'm curious, the plus symbol that has appeared on the alien distress call origin, if that only appears and then disappears once you kind of get close enough to the beacon, you know? And you notice it's not going boop, 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 boop. Yeah, looking pretty good. Thanks for guiding me back here. We got those creature eggs. I mean, I guess we could stop inside and see if Alan says anything. Yeah, not saying anything. Well, that's cool. Glad we went there. So is it still a plus? Can we make it go away? Or... Man, that's so weird. Why would it do that? I mean, we definitely... Unless there's something that we need to do here... Maybe we need to come back here once we get the alien skeleton body. I don't know. It's all right. Well, I guess I'll figure that out for another time. Seems like this is an episode of me just trying to figure out how things work, so that's okay. Let's go back to the SOS. I'll go and pick up that beacon because it seems like we've got a redundant beacon out here. That's actually something that I was kind of hoping to address. Right now, if we look at some of the beacons that we lay out, they are named whatever it is that they were when we dropped them, like the question mark for is this a base location? And obviously we turned it into a base, but I can't really adjust it until I physically go up to that beacon and retrieve it and adjust it, right? So that's something that's interesting about the beacon manager, is that it allows us to kind of sort through the beacons that have been placed, but we're not in any way able to adjust the names or anything like that from our remote location relative to the beacon. You gotta be right up on it. So anyway, glad we cleared that. We retrieved the beacon, which is phenomenal because let's be real, I shouldn't be traveling around without a beacon anyway. So that way, if we go down, then we'll be able to have a dropped beacon that'll allow us to more easily recover our belongings and go back to our body, like, let's say, Dark Souls, right? So we're gonna just head on up. We're gonna surface so that we're not bumping into things. That'll be great. We got a vacuum on the back so that we're gonna be picking up some little fishies. And we're gonna go over to the last known position of the unidentified woman and hopefully round our search out. Because last time that we went, we actually found a lot, and I admit I was a bit distracted, but we got an entire Omega Lab worth of blueprints pulled in, including the nuclear reactor capabilities, as well as being able to kind of take a look at Danielle and Mr. Pham and all of that and what they were up to. We were introduced to the inspector, the investigator that was kind of looking into the, I guess, explosion of the destruction of their nuclear reactor. So overall, it was very, very, very fruitful, but we never finished looking at the unidentified woman. So it'll be kind of cool if we can finally like wrap that up. And then that'll just feel nice. And plus, it might lead us to another story beat, which would just be phenomenal. Obviously, we might get chomped on a little bit, which actually, now that I think about it, I should probably repair. I'd rather be at 100% on our hull integrity if we're going to get chomped on. So let's just make sure that that's all cool. Awesome. So now I'm feeling a little bit better about getting chomped on by a chelicerate. Aha! So this was the wreck where we found 2 out of 3 of the parallel like processing fragments. We'll come back to that one at some point. See what I'm talking about? We kind of go around and we kind of do what strikes our fancy, but then it's in no way the last time that we're going to that place. So we do intend to, you know, go wherever we need to go multiple times if necessary. So it's not like if we miss something, it's the end of the world, right? Cryptosuchus. This is the closed pod, I believe. Or it might be in like a partial state of opening. Oop, wow, those are really rigid, really rigid plants, right? There's the fallen lily pad. Although, if you look underneath the lily pad, there is stuff under there, including oxygen plants and, oh my god, sea monkey nests. You know what? In this area, okay, hang on. So, bunnies, in this area, the sea monkeys are incredible. They've got a lot of fragments built into their nest. And it's in this area where we got 2 out of 3 of the ultra high capacity O2 tank. Now that is in some ways my holy grail. So if we go down and are able to get over in that direction, maybe down here, this looks promising. Maybe we might find the last piece, which could be an incredible boon to our exploration. Just quality of life out the butt, right? This is thermal reactor module. Ooh, exosuit thermal reactor module. Exosuit, does that mean prawn suit or just thermal reactor module for exosuits in general? Oh my god. Ah! High five the heck out of that. Oh, you know what? I was told that I should let you steal something from me. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Are we exchanging or something? Hi. Well, thank you very much. Do I need to give something to you? Are you gonna steal something from me? All right, well, dude, that is so good. Ultra high capacity. Wow. That's excellent. That is excellent. I love that. Sea truck horsepower upgrade. No way. Yeah, I just took that from your... Oh, wow. Thanks. Well, cool. Thanks a lot. I keep feeling like maybe you have an expectation here, but no, you're just like awesome. That's great. Thank you so much. Well, I'm looking around. I think I saw some more stuff over here. Have we been to this one already? Looks like we have. Wow. Dude, this is so good. This is so good. I really would like to complete... That's not it. Yeah, we're just kind of going in circles now. That's another nest, so we've seen that already. Another sea monkey. We're at 33, though. Is there an oxygen plant around? I know we saw one below. There we go.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
All right. Excellent. Wow. Thermal reactor module. Oh my gosh. Prawn suit. So exosuit is the prawn suit. Yep. Wow. What upgrades. These are critical. Or at least they feel like the ones that I'm most excited about. That's potentially gold. Now we're talking.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen
Man,
remaining.
down here. Oh, a light stick. Why a light stick? I wonder if the light stick... Wait a minute. Is this the way to get to the unidentified...
Didn't I tell you to stay away?
From what? I don't even know who you are.
Marguerite Maida's the name.
Oh, Maida?
You're on my turf.
Great. Can I come in and warm up?
What part of go away do you not understand, Altera?
I'm not with Altera.
Oh my god. Wow. Not good. Not good. Oh boy. All right. All right. Hug the base. Hug the base. Okay, we need speed. Okay, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back. I really want my prawn suit now, but we didn't come here with the prawn suit. Well, you know what? We do have our exosuit
Warning. 30
upgrade,
seconds
right?
of oxygen remaining.
All right, we're going. Oh man, we're not fast enough, are we? Yeah, we'd have to bring in the sea truck or something. 130 meters. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, wait a minute. Hang tight.
Oxygen.
Emergency. Grabbing oxygen tank. Flip it. Home. Oh, thanks, guy. All right, talk to you later. I need this, though. Oh my god, high five. That's amazing. Wow, that saved our butts. We just needed a little bit of extra distance. That is incredible. Did you see that? Holy moly. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. What's that green down there? Oh, it's just a sieve plant? Okay, that's fine. Wow. Okay, well, here's a beacon. And we're just going to go ahead and edit this. Wow, thanks, guys. Maida. And it's interesting that it's Marguerite Maida. I don't remember the first name of Ms. Maida. The Gift of the Sea Monkey. Yeah, I don't remember the first name of Miss Maida over in Subnautica with the Degassi. I'm curious if she's related or if it's the same Maida. I feel like she's got to be related, but man, that is so cool. So tell you what, if we back up, I think we've got the fabricator module, right? Yeah, we do. So blueprint wise, I don't know if we can build those upgrades here. It might be like a modification station thing. Yeah, modification station for this. Going to take lithium, prawn suit thermal reactor. Ooh, kyanite. Yeah, see, that's not it. But hey, that's so cool. Let's go ahead and first aid. We'll get some food. We'll get some water. Awesome. Couldn't ask for more. So, do we bring the prawn suit here? I feel like it'd be better, but maybe we'll be able to maneuver down here. It seems like it's going to be a little bit difficult. And the sea monkeys are going to have... You know what? Let's detach modules so we can maneuver. So flip this around, detach. I don't know what that sound was about. Yeah, she's still there. We'll come back to that. That's the way out, yeah? So, where are we going? We're heading on down. We know there's a squid shark out here. Descend. Man, ultra high capacity. Man, that's so good. It's a huge boon. I think we got this one already. Yeah, we got that one. And we can hear... There's the squid shark. Curious if we can just crush this or not. You can almost see like the vents back there. Like it can vent out water and gain speed or something. Oh, hello. Hello, Marguerite. I wonder if she's actually here to talk to. I mean, I doubt it. Whoa. Definitely looks like a hunter's place. Looks like she's got a reaper skull or something from a distance. I'm guessing this is a moon pool. It looks like it's been in better shape other days. Well, it looks like she's here. Which is going to be odd. I've never talked to a live person before. Is making oxygen. Customized prawn suit. Marguerite's prawn suit. Interesting, it won't let us get in, yeah? I guess we can use our flashlight, make this a little easier to see. Oh, that's a huge difference. Yeah, she's just not here. Man, this place is... they've definitely done a good job at making things look like they're in disrepair in this game. Oh my! It's like Borderlands.
I told you to stay off my land.
You trained that thing?
Next time I'll let him tear you to ribbons, Altera.
I'm not with Altera. I'm Robin Ayu. I'm looking for information about my sister Sam. I think you might have crossed paths.
Bull crap. I suggest you take the time you need to come to your senses and then get off my sea base. If you're not Altera, why don't you disable that damn tracking satellite tower instead of barging into my sea base? Maybe once Altera's off my back, I'll remember something about your sister.
Oh, the tower in Delta
Some
Station?
junk on that table that might help. I couldn't get it to work.
Okay. Can I have some of your Snowstalker's fur? Well, let's see. That's odd. Ooh. Marguerite Maida's log. I like how we just take her journal. She don't care. Definitely very hunterish. Yep, that is a Reaper skull. Curious how... Do they have Reapers here? Snow Fox fragment. Sea truck perimeter defense upgrade.
Acquired.
All right, that's what we're talking about. Holy moly. Test overdrive module fragment. Okay. Hammock. Looks like there's a tablet down here. All right, guy. Reaper. And I guess we'll come back to you. I mean, very cool. Okay, well, we'll read those things out here. How about that? Well, thank you very much. Out we go. So let's get into our sea truck. Apparently we can add this to the upgrade list. That's phenomenal. Perimeter defense module. Yes. Increased threat protection. So we'll get on in. Looks like on here we'll be able to... Heck yes. All right, that's awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our data right here. So Marguerite Maida's log number 2.
That far out to sea, swimming back for land wasn't an option. I'd die from exhaustion long before I made it to shore. All I could do was survive long enough to wash up somewhere. I felt a suction, and suddenly, there were vast jaws rising out of the water towards me. It had taken hours for the Reaper's corpse to float to the surface.
Oh!
Using the knife, I clambered up her flank and got a perch on top. I figured she'd float for a few days at least. Enough for me to catch my breath.
It is the same woman.
But would she sink before or after I died of thirst? I had a knife, a repair tool, and 3 liters of water. At least I wasn't gonna die of exhaustion. Now, those Reapers, they're practically all muscle, but there's some fat in there. I was able to keep warm and drink the water. And I didn't have much, but I had that repair tool, so I had a spark. It took a week to light that first fire.
Oh my god.
And I know more about the burning properties of Reaper fat than I ever cared to. I had to ration fires, but as they burned, I could smoke meat that I carved out of the beast's rib cage.
So, okay, so if, I'm a little bit fuzzy on the Degassi survivors and what happened, but if I recall, towards the end, it seemed like Maida died, and she was fighting, I guess, a Reaper, right? Okay, so we have enough lithium. That's awesome. She was like fighting against a Reaper, and what's kind of crazy is that it sounds like somehow maybe she was suctioned into some whirlpool that took her out here, and while she was fighting against the Reaper, and then, you know, she was able to best the Reaper. Reaper died, and she used it in order to survive, and now she's here. And she's trying to somehow, you know, break away from the clutches of Altera for some reason. Maybe she doesn't want Kara to appear once again. Oh my, look at this. Oh, the thermal. Oh my gosh, they built the thermal plant. That's it, right? Look at that. Looks like things are damaged out here. Oh, mate is log number 1.
There I was, 500 meters below sea level. Chunks of the sea base sank around me. One
Booster
hand
tank?
gripped the monster's scales. The other was clamped around the shard of metal I'd lodged into her eye socket. A Reaper. Wounded, maybe, but still deadly. I'd already taken out one eye. I damn near carved out the other. We were headed for the void at the crater's edge. Blinded, she was spiraling deeper. I had a choice. Hold on, or let go. I clung for dear life as she took us deeper. I had 1 minute of air in the tank. Back then, I could go another 3 with what I had in my lungs. So I had 4 minutes to kill the Reaper, minus a few to get back to the surface. It ain't that I like killing folk. It's just sometimes what you need is on the inside of someone else's ribcage. I killed that beautiful, terrifying creature, and I made for the surface. When I caught my breath, I realized we'd come further than I thought. I was surrounded by watery void, just me and ocean. Nothing else.
Dude, she is a total badass. So I'm pretty sure, I mean, that just kind of answered some of the meandering that I had in my brain, right? So sounds like she fought during the fight. She went further than she thought that she did, and she ended up out here. That's kind of crazy. And it's kind of interesting that the Pengling is out here as well as a fragment, because she definitely knows something about Sam, yeah? So she wants us to, ooh, data box. She wants us to get rid of the spy tower, yeah. Water filtration suit. So we know that, we know that one. Yes, we do. That's awesome. See, Margaret's prawn suit. The standard issue Mark III prawn has been manually altered by its owner, exchanging one of its hot swappable work arms for the mandible of a young chelicerate. Oh, wow. Given the range of available high-tech prawn modifications in the non-classified Altera fabrication suite, these customizations appear to be more of a stylistic choice than a functional one. However, the sharp claw arm could certainly be used effectively in defensive scenarios by an experienced pilot. The custom suit also appears to have seen heavy use over a long period of time, judging by the barnacle overgrowth and permanently damaged sections of exoskeleton. Assessment: the owner doesn't want you messing around. There we go. And the gift of the sea monkey.
The sea monkeys have changed their tune. If only I could let them know what I need. Maybe they could bring me something useful next time.
So the bunnies had mentioned at one point that maybe if you had a certain like marked blueprint, then maybe that's when the sea monkeys would bring you something that you need. So that's kind of interesting. Wow, this is exceptional. We have so many huge upgrades, and I feel like I haven't even like scratched the surface with some of the other stuff yet. So let's just go in and take one more pass around her base before we head back up, because it seems like there's just a lot here, and I don't even know what the booster tank is. We unlocked that using the data box module, so that's pretty awesome, or the data box. So let's head on up. We know there's a squid shark around. We've got some lithium, which we need in order to create the ultra high capacity O2 tank, and we're armed with our perimeter defense module now on the sea truck, so that's phenomenal. Apparently we have a piece of like a horsepower upgrade for the sea truck. Ooh, what yoink. I guess he decided he wanted to park himself. He's starting to take after the cheating Reaper, who likes to clip through things. So now we're keeping an eye out for another, like a sea truck horsepower upgrade. I don't know if that has to do with the afterburner upgrade or not. We saw that there was like exoskeleton thermal reactor module, which just turned out to be a prawn suit thermal reactor module. So it's possible that the sea truck horsepower upgrade is actually the afterburner upgrade. We're just keeping an eye out for more fragments. We've seen that already. I think, there's our stuff. We'll come right back. And then we'll just brake left. Pretty sure we already went to those other nests, but now that we don't have to worry about our oxygen, let's just maneuver around one more time. We know we go back that way. That takes us to the modules. The fallen lily pad. Well, actually, I don't remember going down here, so maybe over there. Is that the stuff? Oh, we've done this one before, but we didn't get it from here. Awesome. Looking around. Man, we got a lot in here. There's probably more, but you know, it's not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. We got quite a lot. Oh, that looks like a prawn suit thing. What is this? Grappling. Oh my god. So she's living with sea monkeys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have to stay till we get that. That is huge. That is huge. If we get the grappling arm, heck, if we get the emergency... Oh, that's got to be something too. Sea truck aquarium module, so we're full on that. Like, if we can get the grappling arm and the engine efficiency upgrade for the prawn suit, oh my gosh, we're cooking with fire. Then we're going to be mobile and basically just take the sea truck with you. I'm assuming that's aquarium as well. Yeah, aquarium. We can't pick that up. There's got to be another one. Don't leave us hanging, sea monkeys. Don't leave us hanging. What would be interesting, actually, Robin did say, so hang on. If I go like this, if I go blueprints, because Robin said, hey, I wish, we can't mark this on the blueprints. Yeah. Sea truck horsepower upgrade looks to be different than afterburner upgrade, so that's something. I was going to say, if we could kind of maybe earmark the ones that we don't have the next fragment for, maybe they'll give us something. Oh, wait a minute. We do have our detector, right? So the mineral detector, here it is. So let's put that on the scan. We'll get out. We're gonna go in and mark up, and we're looking for fragments. There we go, fragments. So we're gonna swim around. At least we have that marked as a little choo-choo. We don't want to go too far. We just got fragments marked up. I wonder if it can beep even if we're not actively... We don't have it up in front of us, right? But this is too slow. This is too slow. I think I'm going to go down. I wish that I could kind of hook this up, like tape it to the front of the little choo-choo, and then swim around with it or drive around with it, and then have it just go off there. Oh my gosh, bunnies. So this is one of the biggest issues that I see with getting so many upgrades at once. Someone with ADHD like myself, I am completely forgetting a lot of stuff, right? So we just picked up magnetite, which is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. But one of the great things is that with that magnetite, we can make the scanner HUD chip upgrade, which will mean that we can use the scanner room, and then we can actually scan for stuff and totally just have it appear on our face. So let's get that marked up. We're gonna get on out of here, and we're gonna go back to the base. Let's go build some stuff, because this is too exciting. Oh, hello, it's right at the bottom. I wonder if I can't fit through there. We're gonna go out this way. How about that? This is excellent. Man. Too many things to be excited about. That's not a bad problem to have. Not a bad problem at all. So currently we have our self-defense, perimeter defense module active. We're gonna come back to this one. Let's head back home. And I guess we'll keep the lights on because we're going to be taking a look at the ground just in case we wander across something. And maybe next time we come back, we're just going to maybe not bring as many modules, yeah? One of the bunnies had pointed out to me that the sea truck dock, it actually repairs the sea truck as well. And I was able to test that on the side, and it's absolutely the truth. It is awesome, which means even though we're a little bit damaged, I don't have to get out, repair the thing, and then park it in the sea truck dock. It kind of takes care of the charging and the repairing all at once, which is just amazing. For the moon pool as an example, if you pull up into the moon pool, you can at least stand above whatever vehicle that you have parked there, and it's all docked up, and you can repair it manually with a repair tool. You don't really get that automatic repairing done in the moon pool that you do in the sea truck dock. So small difference, but a pretty big one in my opinion. I'm trying to ignore all the thrashing and biting and stuff like that if you're curious. It's a little bit difficult at times, but hey, we get used to it. And it's not to say that that's a good thing, because next thing you know, I'm gonna forget, and just like in the past, the Chalicerat's gonna come out of nowhere and give a nice jump on my face. So I'm very excited about the upgrades that are on the horizon, especially that ultra high capacity O2 tank. That's phenomenal. It's just gonna take one of our own tanks plus the lithium that we've been able to collect. We still have lithium back at home, but it's nice that we're able to gather that in the field. Not too sure what we do for the stalker fur though. So maybe until that point, because we don't have a suit, we actually make that water filtration suit so that at least we're generating water from our bodily fluids. And then at least we get a little bit of benefit instead of just going around a la au naturel, right? We don't want to be completely in the buff, right? So let's get on in. And we don't have to worry about this. Everything's going to be repaired. Tip-top shape. Excellent. Awesome.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. All right. Super exciting. I might actually grab a water and just take care of business. Pop. Oh, actually, we're full. That's why I cannot. So I'll drink that and replace it. There we go. Excellent. We'll be back. We're going to drop off some of the titanium, because we have very little, believe it or not. We've done a lot of building. We have the ultra high capacity O2 tank. Are we inactive? We are almost inactive. We'll go ahead and just toss in a couple. 1, 2. You can see all the peppers out here. That's phenomenal. Actually, you know, between this and this, I think that takes care of a hydration, because I built the water filtration system specifically to take care of the hydration, because when we get the shrub nuts, take a look at this. So the shrub nut gives you 5 H2O, but 15 food and 10 health. This does not give you health, but it gives you 15 food and 15 water. So between these two, pop, almost 100. That's amazing. So I think this is like the ultimate combo right here. Some shrub nuts and some fevered peppers. So let's go and get another shrub nut. We'll toss it in so that we're maxed out on our reactor. We'll go over to the modification station and let us build something incredible. That's right, this was our backup tank. And now we can toss this on. Ultra high capacity tank. There it is in the lower left-hand corner. It's going up to 225. Now that's what we're talking about. So we've got our other high capacity O2 tank as the backup. Interestingly enough, so this is much bigger. So if we take this and stick it in our emergency box, it won't fit as well. So I think I'm kind of okay with a high capacity O2 tank sticking in the quantum locker, because if we stick in an ultra high capacity, while that's phenomenal, we won't be able to fit in as the same variety of goods. So let's get out here. We're going to go ahead and deposit our regular tank like so. So pump that in there. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. Still have enough room. That's great. And look at that. Our O2 tank is amazeballs over 200 now. So that's great. We had some quartz. We'll drop that off. We've got a little bit of copper. We got a little bit of lithium. Like so. And what I'd like to do is grab our magnetite. And I don't remember what else that we need, but let's go over to our scanner room. It'll tell us, and we're gonna have to come right back, but it's all right. So we got to go down a few floors and head out this way. So I'd like to make this chip, the scanner room HUD chip. So we're going to need a computer chip. That's fine. And then the scanner room range upgrades. So even if we don't use them all here, we can always take those range upgrades and bring them to a scanner room elsewhere. So it's not like us building them and then inserting them here is going to waste the apparently very precious magnetite that we have here in this base location. So we're going to go ahead and grab 4 of these. We're going to want a computer chip, which we might have. Nope, we don't. So we're going to need the copper wire, and we're also going to need a bit of gold, and we're also going to want a couple of the organic 2 of the table coral sample. We'll go to electronics. We're going to go ahead and build that computer chip. High five. There we go. Awesome. And with that, we can now get the upgrades. So let's go back to the scanner room. We'll build 5 things. And 5 things only. 4 of the scanner room range upgrades. And 1 of the scanner HUD chip itself. So this is for us. That's big. That is really big. And then we're going to make 4 of these, which we're going to insert into the scanner room. There we go. 3 and... Oh, wait a minute. We may have only brought 4 magnetite. We have more up there, but in the meantime, 1, 2, and 3. That's huge. And if we look at us... Oh, did I build one already? Oh my god, I built one already. My gosh, looks like I'm ahead of my time. I don't remember doing that, but apparently I did. Well, that was some magnetite potentially wasted. Oh well, I guess I've got a backup in case things go wrong, right? So let's get on up. Apparently I had that the whole time. Wow, I don't remember that. I mean, that's what happens. When you're doing a bunch of stuff, sometimes you just don't remember. So we've got 4 magnetite remaining. We're going to get 1 more copper ore. It's going to extend our range on the scanner room upgrades to, I think, 500 meters. At least that's what it used to be. So right now we're at 450, so this should give us another 50 meters. And then we're going to be at 500 meters, and our map's going to extend even farther, right? So let's go ahead and drop this in. There we go. Awesome. 500 meters. Amazing. That's so cool. And the great thing is, we can actually... Oh, wow. Does it say Chelicerate? Are they that close? They're that close? That's terrifying. See, we can actually... Oh, we can scan ion cubes? Oh my gosh. Wow, there's a lot in here. Holy moly. Pangling... Oh, pangling research. That's what this is for. We've definitely seen a lot of these. Okay, these are really, really, really good icons. Holy moly. Wow. Well, that's really exciting. And look at this. Look at this map. It's kind of intimidating, but very, very impressive. So what we're going to do is go to the blueprints. We'll mark these up and we'll drop these off of the menu. Is there anything else that we want to grab out here or build? I know that there is, but I just kind of want to take a quick gander so we're not missing anything, because there's a lot of stuff that appears. I know there was a booster tank. I don't know what the booster tank is. Snow Fox hover pad, we built that, but obviously I want to put it in maybe a more useful place. We've got prawn suit depth module upgrades, but those require kyanite. The thermal reactor as well. Snow Fox jump module, I guess it can jump. It couldn't jump when I was using it, so that seems very, very useful. Prawn suit storage module, sea truck storage module. We don't have the sleeper yet. Snow Fox itself, spy pangling, mineral detector, we have all those. Oh yeah, the suits. I forgot. Booster tank. Use oxygen to give a speed boost. Say what now? So do you have to use... Oh, so is it a high capacity O2 tank that... So you don't have as large of a capacity, but you can use your oxygen. You can bleed it out to get speed boost. That seems kind of cool. I mean, I don't know if I would use it on the regular, but it seems like a nice one to have, especially because we've got a high capacity O2 tank right here. And then we can just stick a wiring kit into it and maybe get an extra function, a little bit of an extra feature. That seems like a good deal to me. We just need a standard wiring kit, which is not hard. Just a couple of silver, easy. And then we'll get more functionality out of what we already have. It seems great. So I guess that's the booster tank. It's probably an equipment choice. It's not like you can add that,
Equipped
let's
with
say.
only a booster tank, Dr. Felicity Aman once escaped the underwater acid tentacle forest on planet Alpha 671.
What? Yeah, 135 for oxygen. With ultra high capacity, it's 225. So definitely a very, very marked difference in the duration that we can stay under the water. So you either get a little boost of speed, which will mean that that 135 is even less because you're going to be spending your oxygen to move faster. But I mean, that seems like it would be a cool thing to test out, right? So we'll go ahead and get rid of the booster tank one, and then the water filtration suit. Synthetic fiber, aerogel, and copper wire. That we can definitely do. So synthetic fiber, we actually have it. Aerogel. And what now? Copper wire. Easy. Wow. These are great upgrades for like nothing. High five. I mean, at least we're getting some functionality out of this. We are not even wearing anything there, yeah? So there it is. We actually have something in every single slot now. We got a rebreather. We've got the ultra high capacity tank. We've got cold suit gloves to give us a little bit of cold resistance. We've got swim charge fins. We've got a water filtration suit. We've got a compass, and we've got a scanner room HUD chip. That is amazing. That is huge. So let's go ahead and bring that down. Cold suit helmet. I mean, those are ones I definitely want to do. Test override module. That's right. That's what Meta said that we need. Look at that parallel processing unit. Oh. So we need a parallel processing unit to build the test override module. And again, we're 2 out of 3 on that. So very good to know. Hydraulic fluid, mechanical hydraulic fluid. Definitely wanted to build that for the bridge. So those are all things to keep in mind. We need 4 gel sacks. I mean, easy enough. We'll get 1 from here. We need a creepvine cluster. We've got a lot outside. So let's head on over. I know that we had some, I think, additional storage somewhere. I don't remember if I put them in storage. Let's just go outside and we'll use those items. So let's head on out and actually harvest, and we can even replant some of the clippings. Like, look at that. So we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then now we've got 4. We'll go ahead and grab gel sacks. 1, 2, 3. And then plant in... Oh, creepvine sample? That's not what I meant to do. Let's just cut from the gel sacks. 1 sec. So 1, 2... Oops, that's not it. Inventory full. Yep. Here, we're going to eat these. Gel sack. Awesome. So we'll plant. We'll grab all of these, and then let's replant. This is one of the only things that I'm not a huge fan of with the gel sacks and things like this, is that I can potentially or accidentally lose them by over harvesting, right? So that's why I really like the shrub nuts, and I really like those peppers, because you can just harvest the fruits, so to speak, and everything's all fine. You don't have to worry about them disappearing. And I'm talking predominantly about this. Like, if we see all these shrub nuts, I just grab as much as I can, and I'm never going to accidentally just destroy the whole thing and then eat the last bit. So I just find that to be very calming, I guess. Just pleasant. One less thing to worry about, yeah? So let's head on down. We're going to make that hydraulic fluid just so that we have it on us. Curious how much space it takes. If it doesn't take that much space, I might just keep it in our emergency box. Yeah, it's barely any space. Let's go and just stick it in the fancy box. Then if we ever find ourselves out by the bridge, I mean, that's going to be an easy one to slot in, and Alan's going to be a happy clam. We'll go in. Oh, hello. That's full. The booster tank's bigger now. Okay, well, that's good to know. I might... Yeah, we'll come back to that one. Well, good. That thing's jam-packed with good stuff now. We'll tell you what, maybe it's the last thing that we'll do on this stream, on this episode, is we'll go ahead and grab our hydraulic fluid that we've got and put it into that, or into the bridge. Yeah, so we'll get the hydraulic fluid, we'll put it in the bridge, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Yeah. So we're getting ourselves in our sea truck. It's pretty impressive how many things that we get within one episode. And I'm really curious about the sea monkeys. I guess we've been having our... Wouldn't that be funny? Right now we've got our cold suit blueprints that we're interested in, and we have them pinned up there. If all of a sudden we have it pinned and they give us stalker fur. It's like, where the heck did you get that? What did you do? Go up and like steal some babies? I mean, it's not that we ever did that, I mean, it wasn't us. It was the spy penguinid. I don't know why it did it. I was just trying to, you know, do something for science. And next thing you know, it comes back with a pangolin inside its body. It's like it ate a pangolin. Well, fortunately, it ate it whole, swallowed it like a snake. And therefore, we didn't have to worry about any sort of shenanigans like digestion and stuff like that. We could just pop that sucker right out and give it back. You know? So we'd probably just park here by the eye jelly and just hope for the best. So let's go ahead and pop up. Get out. And we're already here. So we have the hydraulic fluid on us, which is great. We can't stay out here for very long. We do have 10% cold resistance, so that's a plus. Curious. I don't remember what that light stick is for, so I'm just going to go ahead and take a quick gander. Because I remember being on the opposite side of the bridge before. But I don't think I came through here because the prawn suit isn't exactly the easiest for us to... Oh, there we go. To see out of. Well, there's the peppers. Ion cubes.
The artifact you found contains traces of information suggesting what has become of my people.
Oh my god. Apparently we don't even need to repair the bridge. Oh, this is not my scanner. So, scanner. Energy generator.
Technology acquired.
Recyclotron. Scans indicate that this array of alien hardware serves to accumulate and quickly release megajoules of energy and is charged by ion cubes stored within. These supercapacitors may be used to smooth transient power events on the conduits connecting various architect sites. Well, maybe if we can figure out what it's connecting, then that's going to help us find more, right? The fact that we get some ion cubes is phenomenal. Apparently we just made some water from our water filtration suit somehow. Oh, hello. Copper, silver. More copper and silver. I don't know if I need it, but sure, if you're giving us free stuffs. Actually, how full are we? Yeah, we're getting there. We'll come back to it. And this is reclaim water. Minus to food. Yes, definitely does a number on our desire to eat things. Eat some fevered peppers. Excellent. All right, off we go. This is awesome. So I'm going to try and repair the bridge anyway. I don't know if it's going to make a difference. Maybe it's going to make things easier, right? I did see some type of tall thing over there, so maybe that's more of what it's about and not so much the architect artifact, right? So we'll just go ahead and take care of our temperature. We'll get on up, and we have returned once again, but with the right reagents this time. Okay, here we go. There it is. Extended. High five. All right. Well, there it is. What's on the other side? I mean, that looks serious. Flare. Does that affect our heat? Cold resistance, 10%. I mean, it does a little bit, but I guess let's have some coffee. And we got a flare.
I'm sensing interesting patterns to the northeast. It would be worth investigating.
Northeast,
But
that's
be
there.
careful.
Of what?
I recall ravenous creatures tunneling beneath the ice.
Snow stalkers? See, now I wish I had the prawn suit. Well, let's... Oh, glad they gave us a med kit. That's not scary. We've got a cave. At least with the flare as a light source, we can potentially distract some monsters or creatures. But we gotta be fast. What? I think we've been... Have we been here before? Because of the crane? Yeah, we've been here before. Oh, no, we haven't. Thumper batteries. Thumper batteries. Oh, come on. Here we go. Nabbit, we're at 66%. Titanium. Okay, I thought it was magnetite for a second, and I was about to freak out. Seems like it's a lot warmer down here. That's great. Wow, going on foot is no joke. You kind of got to sprint everywhere lest you die from the cold. $89. In a way, it's kind of easier not being in my prawn suit, but it's also just more rushed, I feel. Well, silver, copper. I think we came from this way, but let's just double check. And this leads up to the bridge. And I don't know what that is. Maybe to us, it just serves as like a landmark. All right, we're at 77. So seems like the right thing to do. Head over to the right side. There's the bridge. There seem to be maybe monsters there. Or aggressive creatures. Denizens of the snow. They said tunnel low. I'm going to try to hold on to my thermos for as long as possible because it's a plus 50 and that's all I got. We got one more charge of this stuff. The reason why I'm heading low is because Alan mentioned tunneling. So I stay low, maybe. Maybe we'll find something of theirs. This is where the snow fox might have been helpful. We're not warm here. Looks like there's some type of cave there. We've got fevered peppers, fevered peppers. There we go. There we go. That's super helpful. Not a cave, but it might be their home. And it is going down. Whoa, is that copper? Yeah, copper. Well, even though I heard a bit of a retort from this direction, we're going. And we keep seeing all these ice blocks. It makes me think that we're wandering underneath the frozen Leviathan. Kind of see-through gaps here. Okay. This is fine. We don't really have any places to dodge, though. All copper, silver. Please tell me it's not just some giant, like, snake. I don't think it'll sound that way, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna go just because I'm curious, but might be the last thing I ever say. Ooh, there's a ladder. Okay, we're going to the ladder, actually. Last time we went to a ladder, it was great. And it actually had magnetite you didn't need a spy pangling for. And I gotta also remember that we've got access to... Ooh, we're gonna nail all that. We also have access to our fancy box. We're full up on peppers. Med kit. Med kit. Okay, that's comforting. All right, we're going down. I'm gonna go ahead and get back down there and let's see if we can't suss this thing out, yeah? Because we keep hearing it. We know it's out there, or down here. Where are you at? I hear it that way. But this is going down, right? Or am I just heading the way back I did? See, I get lost in here. Let me tell you. Is this the dead end? So we came back. I came back the way that we came from. That's what it is. I keep thinking of Indiana Jones and a big boulder just rolls right down. This is actually kind of scary. Oh, hello. Titanium. More peppers. So what? Why would we want to be out here? Huh. So what did Alan say again? Interesting patterns to the northeast. So interesting patterns to the northeast. And what appeared such that the blueprint says everything's good? Recyclotron recycles items into constituent parts. That is useful. Every time we make a mistake or we build something, we can break it apart again. That seems really useful. Well, what are we going to find? Northeast, right? Northeast. Let's go. We're just going to head northeast, find out what's out there. I mean, we're really stretching beyond our normal layers of self-protection here. We just got a flare and a water filtration suit and our fancy box. But the fancy box is good enough. Silver, copper. Let's go ahead and eat some peppers because they actually, you know, they decay. We got a copious volume of first aid kits. So we'll take some risks here. All right, we found a cave. This is northeast-ish. Looks like we... Oh, hello. What the heck is that? Definitely seems architect-ish. Broken. Architect cabling. So this says... Altera, for one thing. That's Thumper batteries and tunnels. Thumper batteries. From Omar on behalf of the mining crew Delta to Quartermaster Joe. I'm speaking on behalf of the entire mining crew. Day in and day out, we're risking our lives in this cursed territory. When we signed up for this mission, we were not told about ice worms. Crap, they were ice worms. Oh, that's wonderful. I said snakes, but I was thinking worms. We lost a solid fifth of the crew before Altera took any action. 6 of our friends were emergency shuttled off the planet. Marcus was supposed to retire after this job. Instead, he was skewered by an ice worm. Have you ever seen anyone get skewered by an ice worm? These thumpers that the company developed are just a stopgap solution. They do a great job of distracting the ice worms when they have power. How are we supposed to use them when the batteries burn out so quickly? Would it be possible to send us additional replacement batteries? A little more juice would go a long way. Respectfully, Omar and the Delta crew. So one of the crazy things is they mention distracting the ice worms with thumpers. I wonder if that has to do with like a pulse or an impact or something like that. So that might be a bit of a hint as to how we can bypass some ice worms. Tunnels. From Jesse Shen to Federico Turner. I love and hate exploring these tunnels. They're marvels to the power of the ice worms. The sheer amount of ice they're able to cut through in moments takes us a couple of days. Their tunneling mechanism is ruthlessly efficient. Altera could only dream of having this sort of mining capability. The ice worms uncover mineral-rich pockets as they tunnel, but going beneath the surface is so risky. We've lost so many already. I don't understand why we have to stay in this particular area of the glacier. I can't wait to get off this hellhole. Ice hole? Whatever. Hope you're enjoying the relative calm at Coppa. Oh, for Coppa mining. Interesting. So that's kind of terrifying. Apparently we've got ice worms out here. Well, I mean, that's good to know. And I would imagine this is the type of thing where we definitely want to come back with our prawn suit. And it seems like while scanning the ancient... Well, actually, we scanned the ancient cabling, right? Architect cabling. These high-density Architect cabling structures have been discovered running between various sites of known Architect activity on 4546 Beta. The cable housing contains what are effectively a form of multi-mode fiber optic communication networks, physically shielded by a microscopic layer of pressed diamond dust. Wow, that doesn't sound very durable, but very impressive indeed. My gosh. So I'm thinking what we'd want to do, let's head back to base and then we'll wrap up for this episode. But my god, I definitely want to come back with a prawn suit, and I definitely want to make sure that we can get down into the tunnels and find the ice worm, because it sounds like the ice worm, you know, they have, well, Alterra had their people here, even though their people were dying, for a reason. So there's something down there, and we just need to know what. And it sounds like the ice worms are able to get there relatively efficiently, right? So seems like it's the it's the way to do it, right? So glad that we were able to get across the bridge. I don't know why you'd want to retract it again. So little choo-choo. I think this is water. Thank God it is. Let's get on in. We're gonna head back to base and let's wrap up. So sea truck, here we go. The flare, it kept us going, but the fever peppers, amazing. So we're flipping it around and we are heading on back. Base location, no, we're going back to home. Although I would like to build out the base location. We now have the magnetite where we can actually build that thermal plant, so maybe we'll do that on the next one if I can remember. Yeah. And also, oh my god, now that we met Maida, I mean, A, she's a total badass, but she wants us to kind of do that override module. So we got to go back to Delta Station, but before that, we're going to need our parallel processing fragment, and we only have 2 out of 3, so we're missing 1. So I'm curious where that is, because I've been all over that one wreckage. It's kind of interesting that they say in order to build this module, you're going to need this thing, but I wouldn't have, I just kind of stumbled across it. I mean, like, how would... If we stumbled across Maida and she wanted the override module, you'd think she'd have an idea where the parallel processing piece is so that we can go ahead and actually get it for her, but there were no hints. So I'm curious if we're supposed to do that just yet. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll find out. If anything, there are still entire areas we haven't been to, like the Xenobiological Lab, and also I've heard that potentially there is even more parts to the mining station that I have not seen yet, so there's still a lot to do, and I'm glad for it. I'm very, very happy for it. So, my god, we've done a lot. Oh, hello. Be curious. Every time I hear that sound, that makes me think our aquarium's picking up another friend for our field trip. Oh, that's embarrassing. You know what the great thing is? Sea Truck Dock takes care of business. It's gonna repair that right up. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and take ourselves into the dock. Still flawless with a little choo-choo. Love it. There we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you so much. And now, oop, we're going the wrong way. We're going to go ahead and dump off. So we have our peppers. We might as well eat the peppers. I mean, there's no point in keeping them. We might as well drink our reclaimed water. There we go. And aha, so the scanner room HUD chip would be great. So tell you what, we're going to go ahead and grab our titanium ingot. Right. Oh, we turned them all into plasteel. Oh, okay. Fair enough. We only need 5. One thing that's kind of cool is that in the original Subnautica, you needed 10 titanium to make a titanium ingot. You only need 5 here in Below Zero. And now that we got it, we can actually build ourselves the recyclotron, and we can get our magnetite back, because apparently magnetite is incredibly rare here, right? So I guess, where are we going to put this thing, though? It is not small. Oh, no, it's very small. Okay. I was like, it's totally not small. Well, let's put it up here. We've got room. Awesome. It's a lot smaller than I thought. It looked bigger in the pictures, you know what I mean? In the catalog of things.
This hybrid technology allows for the recycling of natural resource components without rinsing and sorting them into bins first.
Well, I don't want to have I'd rather use this than the trash can. So let's go and stick that in. Recycle. There we go. We get a computer chip and we get the magnetite back. That's awesome. That is excellent. Wow. That's incredible. Well, bunnies, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. My gosh, I got a little bit lost in the beginning, but we've got a spy pangling. We were able to get a recyclotron. We were able to get a bunch of upgrades for our sea truck. We've even got our module upgrades for the prawn suit available to us when we get the right minerals. And then we've actually met Marguerite Maida in person. That's crazy. So a whole bunch of stuff's just opening up for us here. And I can't wait to see what happens. So if you enjoyed the episode, please feel free to like, share, or comment down below. I had a total blast. I hope you did as well. And I can't wait to get into the next one with you. Have a wonderful night.